Yeah, every 88 seconds, an American house catches fire. And Americans know this. They're not hiding from it. They're not ignorant. They've seen the news. They've watched the videos. They know what burns, and they still build with it. Anyway, so either Americans are the dumbest people on the planet, or there's something the rest of the world is completely missing. Let's start with the obvious thing everyone says. Just use brick. Problem solved. Simple, right? Here's what nobody tells you. A brick house in America costs roughly 6 to 15% more than a wood house. Sounds small. On a $400,000 home, that's between $24,000 and $60,000 extra. Extra. On top of a mortgage most Americans are already stretched thin paying. But here's the part that actually matters. The average American doesn't live in their house for life. They move every 5 to 7 years. They're not building for their grandchildren. They're building for the next buyer. So why spend $60,000 extra on brick walls that will outlast you by 150 years? When you're leaving in 2027? Now here's where it gets interesting. Europeans think this is insane. And I get it. In Germany, France, Italy, a house isn't a purchase. It's an inheritance. Your grandfather built it. Your father lived in it. You'll pass it to your kids. The house is supposed to outlive everyone in it. By centuries. That's not a house. That's a legacy. But Americans? Americans see a house the way they see a car. You buy it. You use it. You sell it when you're done with it. And nobody builds a car out of brick. But wait. And this is the part that broke my brain when I found it. American wood houses aren't just cheaper than brick. They're specifically engineered to burn in a very particular way. Modern American wood frame construction, with drywall, fire blocking, and sprinkler systems, is designed to give you 15 to 20 minutes to escape before structural collapse. Europeans build to stop fire. Americans build to survive it. That's not stupidity. That's a completely different philosophy about what a house is supposed to do. One culture asks, how do we make sure this never burns? The other asks, how do we make sure nobody dies? If it does, same problem, completely different answer. Both completely rational, within their own logic. And then there's the thing nobody talks about. The system itself is locked. The entire American construction industry, every architect, every contractor, every lumber supplier, every building inspector is built around wood. Switching to brick wouldn't just cost more money. It would mean retraining an entire industry that employs millions of people. Building codes in most American states were written assuming wood frame construction is the default. Brick and concrete builds require special permits, special engineers, special inspections. The government didn't ban brick. It just made wood so default that everything else became a bureaucratic obstacle. And then there's insurance. Because Americans can insure wood houses cheaply, the financial risk of fire gets transferred from the homeowner to the insurance company. So here's what I want to know from you. If you could build your own house from scratch, knowing all of this, would you go wood or brick? And more importantly, why? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one.